live.
What? Who's there?
It's me.
Jack, is that you?
No, I'm a bee.
Ooh.
Oh, please don't swat me. I'm just hanging out. Pollinating things, making honey, bee stuff.
Right. If bees could talk, they'd probably have some interesting stuff to say. After all, these little insects are pretty incredible. Did you know there are 20,000 known types of bees, and they live on every continent except Antarctica? Or that bees can give each other directions and communicate through a bee dance called a waggle. The students here at Erbray High School already know a bit about bees.
Oh, cool. What are these? These are our bee suits. We have to put them on before we go out.
Nice, let's go.
So these are the hives we're looking after. We've got 4 hives here. These are all small boxes. Should we go and open one up and have a look?
Yeah, for sure.
Right, do you want to hold this frame?
Yeah. But these little guys aren't just special because they make this stuff, although that's definitely a perk.
Bees are important because they pollinate most of the world's plants, not all, but most. So if we lost them, we'd be in a very, very difficult point.
When bees travel from flower to flower collecting pollen and nectar to make their honey, they spread the pollen around, which fertilises the flowers so they can make fruit. Lots of insects like butterflies and moths and even beetles do the same thing. But these guys are considered the most important pollinators on the planet. But unfortunately, around the world, bees are facing some serious threats.
I think the most bad threat that they're facing today is probably environment loss.
See, bees like living in sheltered, dark enclosures, like tree hollows. But with less of those around than there used to be, they often end up where they're not welcome. They also face the threat of diseases and parasites. The main one is this, the varroa mite.
It's a little mite that sits on the back of the bee and just affects the way they forage. It'll kill the bee eventually. And so once that gets into a colony, it's really hard to get out of the colony. We don't have in this country, luckily, but if we get it, we're in a bit of trouble.
Plus, a lot of the chemicals used in farming to control pest insects can hurt bee populations. Luckily, lots of people around the world are taking steps to help bees, like banning dangerous pesticides and looking for ways to tackle parasites like the varroa mite. So what can you guys do?
Plant a good garden, so have lots of flowers, have lots of good native plants.
If you did find a hive on your property, let's say in a chimney or something, I think the best thing to do is to relocate it rather than calling pest control, who will just kill the hive.
Put a native bee hotel or things like that in your yard to attract native bees to your yard.
To help bees, I reckon lowering the use of pesticides, insecticides, all that, or even getting a hive for yourself.